Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a tarot monthly horoscope for animal signs. And this is for you, the monkey, and it's for March 2017. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic cards. Now, I'm going to divide the month of March into two. And the first card that I'm going to pull is going to be for the first 15 days of March. Now, when I look at the card, it's upside down. And when it's upside down, it means that fate has got more control over your circumstances. And your own energies may have to deal with fate quite a lot. Okay. Let's first talk about your career in the last 15 days, in the first 15 days of March. Now, your career possibilities, it says, wanting to change a career is possible. Wanting to expect enhancement, progress in your ongoing career is also possible. But there are many blocks here. One side of the card says it is possible, the other side of the card says be careful, disappointing news can come, and at the same time you could be played out or let down in your career area. So you have to talk to the right people about your career and what you want about your career. Talking to the wrong person, the news will be bad or the news will be misleading. Talking to the right people would be more direct. Secondly, this card shows that if you want to change a job, the chances are there. But again, I would rather you research the other company that you want to move to, or the people in that company, or study the person who is making the offer to you. Use your common sense and then see whether you want to make the move. My personal advice to you is that this card favors more trouble than good things. So in your career, I rather you play safe for the first 15 days, have a watch and see attitude for that. Regarding business, yes, the possibility of business is there in the first 15 days. And in fact, not one business, but a few businesses may approach you. So you will be in the first 15 days very excited to add on business possibilities and also to add on business partnerships. There are people very interested in you, joining you or investing in your business as well. So the chances of business growth are there. But again, there is deception, there is deceit, there is a danger of being disappointed. So don't get too overly excited. A handshake, a promise is not good enough in the first 15 days where business is concerned. You need to see the ink on paper, the contract, and only then you make your move. Otherwise, have a wait and see attitude would be better. Regarding the romance now, your romance, yes, again, you attract romance. In fact, there's quite I won't say an abundance of it, but there are few possibilities there. And so be choosy. The key word is to be choosy, because the card also says that you can attract deception. So tell yourself that all that glitters is not gold, and thereby try to differentiate from the friendliness or the romance approach of somebody who may have not good intentions or may have infatuation or things like that on their mind. So you can be disappointed after a while. So in areas of romance, my advice is to communicate with the romantic partners by all means, date them for all means, but don't give your heart away totally yet. Otherwise, there is some disappointment. You will find in the first 15 days, if the romance begins, that you are going to discover bit by bit things that you do not want to know or things that you do not like about the potential romance or the romance partner. Let's talk of marriage. The first 15 days of marriage are pretty okay. The financial indication from this card is alright. The difficulty is that either from you or your marriage partner, some news may be exposed. And when this news is exposed, and this news could be about finances, about your habits, about love areas, so watch out that is the problem. So you have to keep your nose clean, as we say. in the first 15 days. And if you see issues developing as to what you might have been doing and this is being exposed, expose everything quickly and have a good word with your marriage partner, apologize and get over with it. Now this could also happen in the reverse, where you will find that your marriage partner's something of a secret nature may be slowly exposed. It can be to do with finances or habits that your marriage partner may have, and so, or your romance partner may have, and so look into that. For the marriage, we're talking about marriage. So for the marriage also, explains situations quickly. All right. So the first 15 days, some good news in some areas, but some disappointing news as well. Just treat the first 15 days very, don't be too intense on something that you want. That way you will put pressure on the marriage. Okay. Now I'm going to pull a second card, which is going to do with the last 15 days of March. And this card is upright, meaning it's not upside down. And so you have more control now. All right. You coming from the monkey family for the last 15 days are going to be approaching a lot of trouble. So let's talk about your career first. Now, you can get bad news about your career. You can find that with your colleagues there's upsets. You can find that with your superiors there's plenty of trouble. So you have to tell yourself that the last 15 days of March are going to be very difficult, and you have to position yourself not to make mistakes, not to show your temper, not to be arrogant. Otherwise, you are going to lose more and more support in the last 15 days of March. These cards also show that there can be a lot of backbiting, which means that people talk about you in a negative way, or they are planning things against you in a negative way. This can come from your colleagues or even from your superiors. So try to negotiate properly. Try, if you want to negotiate about more money or a better position, do it humbly, and you'll be able to work much better. So in your career area, the possibilities of ego taking over are very strong. Don't do that, otherwise you're going to only attract opposition. Now let's move to the area of business. The area of business says that bad news can come basically. Your competitors can beat you. The struggle becomes more uphill, and difficulties now show that you may be overexpanded. The card shows that your energies are being scattered, and financial areas are very weak. So in your business area, you cannot afford to think of growth yet. You cannot afford to think of investing. The last 15 days, the climate is not good for you. So consolidate whatever businesses you have, improve those while they are in your grasp and under control. Don't look towards adding new businesses for the last 15 days. It's going to be a tough last 15 days in business. Now let me talk to you about romance for the last 15 days. The news is not good. It produces attacks from many different departments. It makes your popularity very low for some reason. It also brings about your aggressiveness, your hot temper, and your arrogance to come to surface. And so you become a difficult person to handle for anybody. So is that the reason why you're going to have a very bad 15 days in romance, where the romance can be stretched to breaking point? You can bring this under control by controlling your temperament, and not by not being arrogant in any way. Okay? Now, let's move to marriage. Your marriage situation also warns you that there is plenty of confrontation. You will experience opposition with whatever you want. There are difficulties in temperament, where I'm talking about your horoscope, so it's all about you, not about your partner. Where I'm worried that your temper and your arrogance can get out of hand, and that of course will make the atmosphere in marriage very bad. Also be very careful that some things of the past of a secret nature from you or from your marriage partner may be being exposed. And so this could be to do with money or the private life or things which have not been discussed, and you may become very upset that these things were not being brought into the open. Don't be doing that. You will only add another dimension of problem. So last 15 days for your marriage, be very careful. Don't let your ego interfere. Don't let your sharp tongue or your temper interfere. And this way you will be able to manage the last 15 days better for you in your marriage situation. If you are having already some issues in marriage, watch out that the last 15 days can ignite things to go out of control. I'm going to hold both of your cards up now, and I'm going to look for you some good dates in the month of March whereby you can find solutions, you can find success, you can find progress. Now for you, the monkey, I've seen that in the month of March, the 8th, the 17th or the 26th are going to be very helpful. So these are the dates where in your romance, look for them or improve romance. In your marriage, discuss things which can be nicely come to a good settlement. In your area of career, talk to your bosses, ask for what you expect. And in business, chase contracts, look for business partnerships. Now I want to talk to you about colors. We take colors for granted. We look around all the different colors. We never understand why there are colors. There are colors also in astrology. My belief is that there are colors because every different planet, the 9 planets that we use in the universe for astrology, the colors are the medium through which any of these 9 planets can send their energy to you for better or for worse. In every horoscope, there will be some planets very good for you and some planets attacking you based on your date of birth and time of birth. There's a formula. Okay? So in your case, for the month of March, I've chosen a color which is I will choose the color turquoise. That is the best color for the first 15 days and the last 15 days. So undergarments, top garments use a lot of turquoise. And also come into contact with a lot of turquoise. The pillowcase, the bed sheets, the towels. Hold a handkerchief that's turquoise, that's very powerful. If there's a paper that is turquoise color, you can put your hand on the paper and make your wishes and ask for all the help that you want. It's not the product, it's the color. So try to get into contact with the color turquoise and you will be helped a lot. I want to talk to you about direction energy. Around the compass, all the different 9 planets have been given a home to stay. And so in Libra, this is a general Libra. This is a general monkey horoscope. So you have to be careful that you, the monkey, certain directions will bring problems for you. And so the direction I've chosen for you to be happy would be the direction east. So look at the east direction whenever you want to meditate or you want to concentrate or when you want to make your wishes come true. And you will see that when you face east for the month of March, you will be in full control mentally and emotionally and physically. I've already started to Skype, and I would like to Skype with you one day. I charge USD 50 for a 75-minute consultation service based on your full date of birth and time of birth, and then looking at your palms as well. And so go to Facebook, and if you can't find me, then search for Andi, ANDI, Singh, SINGH, .9, the number 9, .facebook.com, and you will come to my face page, and then we can communicate and make a date for Skyping and stuff like that. In the meantime, have a good month of March, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.